minutes of pre warm up.
Only 2 minutes. Check one, my guy.
So I guess we would do more of we would do more vamping in the beginning to give people a chance.
More do what?
Do more vamping. That means to do more funny banter back and forth before we get into the actual meat of the episode.
Oh, fair. Cool. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I'm good on that. Just call me a vamper or a vamp. Man, how was your day, Kenny?
I'll let you know in
I just saw your tagline. I'm really excited about it, actually. God, I'm fucking impressed with that. Awesome.
Pop socket.
What? I didn't do it. So anyways, that's when I said to the
Well, and we are live. I just realized today this intro. Now I'm also everything all mixed up. Man, there we go. No, my buttons mixed up. Let's just stop all that thing off. I don't know what's going on. But I realized I actually had the ending stream going as the stream was starting. Just so you guys know, this is the beginning of the podcast, not the end of it. I'm gonna fix my camera some because I've changed everything up because that's what I do. And I am coming from.
I see that we're in the law offices of Wicklin, Willow, and I'm trying to think of a third one because I can't.
Kenna?
Yeah, Wicklin, Willow, and Kenna. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
so good. There's no good when I got the interrogation light. No, okay. Well, I'm like a ghost man. I'm not liking this. I don't know. Anyway, you should do the intro, Lance. I won't bring him up. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to the room where it happens. I'm Lance. This is Kenny, and this is a place to share some thoughts, ideas, and passions, and obviously try to wing a podcast on the fly on days where you accidentally unplug your computer, and most importantly, find a friend across the internet. Yeah.
Kenny,
how you doing, my guy?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just working with some different things. I have some crazy overhead lighting to inside of my law office. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Lance. I'm doing pretty good. This is my second week away from having COVID. So I'm doing pretty damn good. I still have some lingering symptoms. Like I still occasionally have a cough, and I still get fatigued at random times. But I'm doing pretty good. Doing
Good to
pretty
hear.
good. How are you doing, Lance?
Oh man, I'm pretty okay. I do got to ask though, can you taste things still? Can you taste
Yeah,
things now, or does it come back? Or
yeah,
are you still
yes, I can actually taste things than that now. Yeah.
man, that's fantastic because from what I understand, that's kind of the worst part about it is all of a sudden realizing, oh God, I can't taste anything anymore. I mean,
Well, yeah,
horrible things.
that's when you know that you actually have COVID. That's when you find out.
Oh, oh wait, I didn't taste that at all.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, oh shit.
but I'm pretty excited right now because so I adopted a kitty a couple weeks ago, right?
Ooh, nice.
And she's very shy. She's been very like she doesn't want to come out. She doesn't really want to socialize. She kind of wants to hide back. Well, over the past 2 days, she has actually come out. She's been wandering around the house. She comes up and sits with me, and I can pet her. So I'm
Mhm.
really excited. She's coming out of her shell a bit, and she is adorable. She is such a fluffy kitty.
Did you have any pictures?
I do not, and not any good ones yet. Most of them, every time I try to take a picture of her, she goes and runs away. So she's about as camera shy as I am.
Aw. So I guess this isn't your picture of your kitty cat.
I hate you so much right now. I genuinely hate you
I know.
so much.
I just made so many people start to cry. I know. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if I can forgive that one. Speaking of which, sorry I had to run out on you guys last week. I hope that Kenny wasn't too lonely during the last little couple minutes of the podcast.
Oh, I was very, very lonely, man. I was so lonely. But guess what? I somehow found a way to persevere. But Lance, I got some news for you. There's a reason I am telling you from my office.
Okay.
Over this past week, I have been working with my 20 some lawyers, and we have been fighting Sony and Nintendo, and 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 guess what? We
I'm
came
very.
out victorious.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm excited.
yep, yep. So that means that the best episode that we have ever recorded is finally gonna be back on back on the stream. So
Oh, man, that's fantastic. I'm genuinely that makes me more happy than I care to admit. I would actually be. Did they actually like talk about uh what they hit us for, or was it just like, yeah, okay, you're
nope,
right, and they went ahead and
nope.
did it?
They just said they just said they just said one simple word: accepted. That's it.
God, that's not fulfilling enough, really.
No, no.
I want to have
The
that
months I have
glorious moment.
spent. Yeah, it says Sony Music Entertainment has accepted your appeal and released the claim on your video. So it goes to show you, if you fight the man, you can win.
Well, but don't fight the law because the law will win.
And that as long as that man is not John Wick, I'm just saying. Just
Ooh,
saying.
ooh. Both of those photos just make me. You've been on a roll with just making me very depressed for the first bit of it.
Good. Good. This is your punishment for not watching WandaVision. Hey, what do you think of WandaVision?
See, here's what's really bad about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting hit. I have been trying to avoid the spoilers, but like they are everywhere.
Well, because it's the end, man. That's what happens.
Yeah. So I've seen some things. I've seen some like I've seen some of the things that happen. I gotta say, I I'm excited to see how it gets to that point. I'm kind of disappointed that some of the theories that I had aren't going to come true, but I am
Mm-hmm.
excited to see how they get to that point.
Yeah, well, that is kind of. I think that's almost, almost part those those storytelling is the and the surprise twist that sitcoms do have. So that is just kind of that was kind of part of what Wanda was doing. But dude, how could you not watch it yet? When I would have started seeing spoilers, I would have just went like go, but no,
Because I
like
savor things. I still haven't watched the last season of Game of Thrones yet, even though you've been bugging me about that for what years now.
yeah. But how could you see my amazing background if you haven't actually watched it? That is Wanda.
Ah, such a great thing. I'm genuinely happy about it.
But anyway, should we start get into the meat and potatoes?
The meat and potatoes. Well, obviously, first and foremost, if you guys follow us on Facebook at the Rumor It Happens podcast, we had a little bit of a poll this weekend,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
basically asking why is Tom Brady the worst, and by far the highest rated answer, the highest voted answer was he clearly screwed over the best podcast ever. And
Yeah, obviously.
yeah, closely followed by he is good friends with Donald Trump. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's clear in and of itself. And Deflategate. Um, I personally will have to have some words with my own father on this, commenting about how Tom Brady is the GOAT when he is definitely football beside the point. The man is. I'm not a
Yeah.
fan. He screwed us over.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. But it is true that that he is good friends with Donald Trump, and he has been he has been he's been golfing with Donald Trump often. Like I was actually surprised surprised uh, about that, but
Yeah. Incidentally, I'm currently looking at the stream. I am frozen in a rictus that looks absolutely hilarious right now. I don't know why my camera is
there you go.
why it's
That might be fixed now. Here,
back
I
now.
here. I will make up. I'll make up for it. There you go. Get two
Oh,
lances.
oh man, see that's the thing. I don't need that, but boy howdy, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you the horrible evil that was that photo. Dear God, it was horrifying.
It isn't like I meant to.
No, you didn't. But boy, howdy, if there was ever a spot for me to get caught in the wrong angle, huh? There she is.
I mean, it isn't as bad as the angle. Yeah, man. I'm just saying.
But I got the crazy eyes, Kenny. I got the real crazy eyes.
Well, it's because you have them crazy eyes. Crazy eyes.
A little bit, a little bit of the crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But my God, honestly though, the biggest thing that I'm honestly pissed about Tom Brady. Did you see how he nerfed Lola Bunny into the ground?
No, actually, no. I said I have a feeling. I've been dealing with this Sony media this whole time. So let me try to find something.
Man, it's let me go ahead and tell you, it is absolute garbage. Like the original Lola Bunny versus the new Lola Bunny.
So
My first crush is
this
gone.
this is the new Lola Bunny, huh? It even has a different a different uh, hair color.
Yeah, the one on the left is the new one. The one on the right is
Uh,
that, you know, God, the sexual awakening of many young guys.
yeah, that is kind of sad. Like
Yeah.
it makes it look more like if it was made for the TV. You know if it was like the TV version of Lola Bunny.
Yeah. I like I said, I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's absolutely trash. Um,
I
and
do like this do like this picture of Lola Bunny, being a total badass. But
see,
oh,
but that's the thing. You can't put Lola Bunny in front of Wonder Woman. Like, no, I
yeah,
refuse.
yeah, true. But I just figured I was showing all those pictures of Lola Bunny. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't scroll through the pictures because I don't know what I might see, and I don't
Yeah,
have to go through another legal battle.
yeah. It all depends on whether you're using Google or Bing. Bing will throw you some results you're not ready for.
Well, if I'm using Bing, it is going to show me some Muppet or something. Like they won't actually show me what I'm actually looking for because Bing sucks.
But other search engines are
So
very good.
and so I wonder if this is going to be another one of those Sonic the Hedgehog type things.
I genuinely hope so. Like I genuinely do because I'm not a fan. And like they had a great model of it. They had a great thing and then they cut it. And then the other thing that they cut off of it uh was they cut a whole scene where basically they went in and kind of like paid back or paid up the debt to society that Pepe Le Pew owes for how kind of shitty his behavior has been over the years. They kind of went in and put that guy on blast, and like went and that way basically they could go ahead and take all the stuff that he's done and say that's not right, that's not the way it's supposed to be, and to try to set an example of what the way you're supposed to like interact with women for the younger generation. They cut that whole scene out as well.
Mm. Yeah, it's just this comes into a topic I'm going to talk about later, which is being too woke.
Yep.
Been something I've been thinking a lot lately. But
I 100% agree because boy howdy, there was an article that I saw this week, and I am yeah, right there with you, bud.
but there are still things that we need to be very concerned about and be very pissed off. For instance, for instance, for instance, this bad boy.
Ooh,
The women belong in the kitchen. Thank you, Burger King. Like, come on. Like, come on. Why would they think this is acceptable? It is
I
even in the 1950s, 1950s, 1950s font. Well, like,
yeah,
all National Day on all freaking day.
yeah, exactly. And like, how tone deaf do you have to be as a marketing department to be able to throw that out there and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
this makes sense. This is a good idea. Let's do that. I
But
mean, it's absolutely bonkers to me that they thought that this was a good marketing option.
yeah, it's just, and even though I know this is for the marketing of, oh, we're going to give scholarships to women to go to culinary school. That's fantastic, but when you market it with this, it makes it sound like that's the only thing they can do, and they are not good enough at it, so they're gonna send them to school.
Exactly. And then on top of the whole situation, the fact that like this tagline right here, that's all you're going to read. Everyone today is so just immediately just jump.
But honestly, I don't think it is necessarily cool. What's that right here? It isn't necessarily something for me and you to talk about. I think we should get a woman's opinion on what she thinks of the Burger King's advertisement.
Agreed.
So I'm bringing on my lovely assistant, Kenna.
Paralegal,
Hell.
co-counsel.
Have, have a
Well,
seat.
I was a convenient woman he just had laying
Yeah,
around.
just have you lying around. So,
Yeah,
what do
Kenny
you
has so
think
many of those around his house.
of Burger King's advertisement?
I think it's dumb. They probably should have thought of a different attention getter because no one was gonna read past that.
And is this not going to get you excited to get into
Burger King?
yeah, well, this was for the scholarship program for a culinary.
Yeah, I think maybe they should have like done a spin on the slogan and maybe been like women belong like in school.
I don't think that
Don't think
sounds good either.
I just think that
But they do.
they,
Yes,
they
just like everyone.
they just
Yeah.
I think that they just went about it in a very
And what do you think of so since we have you here, I'm sorry if I interrupt you, Lance. I cannot hear anything. What do you think of the new Lola bunny?
She
This is the new one.
she looks like she's still the same bunny.
But she's not nearly.
It's bigger.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, do we like bunnies? Like, what do you mean by she's not as sexy?
Come on, let's tell about Lola bunny and what she means.
To quote me from an earlier part of this episode, the original Lola Bunny was probably a good many young guys' first sexual awakening, if you might say.
And wasn't she yeah, she was one of the tunes that was really good at, she was the only one that was good at basketball.
Yeah.
Other than Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jackson.
Sorry. It's been a minute. Let's
That'd be
see.
amazing, honestly.
We kind of pumped her up more in the feminine attributes department. Wait, which one is the rainbow one is the new one, right?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I like it. It definitely looks like a little bit more timely. Like the crop top and the high-waisted shorts, look like something you would see someone working out in the 90s. So, I mean, that definitely had something to do with the upgrade, I bet. But I think she still looks cute. I mean, I guess if I were a bunny, I'd do her. Is that what the question was?
You have it there.
And on that note,
Thanks for asking.
thank you, my lovely assistant.
Brava. The tagline has been made. If I was a bunny, I'd do her.
Yeah. I just had to prove to everyone that I actually do have a wife. I did not pay her to be on the podcast, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so. I just figured this was International Women's Day. We just had to have a woman on the podcast.
And we have.
She has a question.
Is this one that is coming out with Looney Tunes too?
Yeah. They're coming out with Space Jam.
Space Jam 2? Oh, that's exciting.
And with LeBron James.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Are people mad about Michael Jordan's makeover too?
Oh, you said is people mad about Michael Jordan's makeover too? Ouch! But yeah, she brings up a very, very good point.
Am I missing something? Did Michael Jordan get a facelift or something?
No, she is just talking about the recasting of Michael Jordan. So that's just more what she's talking about because Michael Jordan's he doesn't look the same. But
I mean, let's just be honest here. Michael Jordan in his prime could definitely beat LeBron.
yeah, oh God, yes.
Just say it.
I'm also going to bring up one more thing. She did bring up one very good point. Is she put up the fashion and how the fashion has changed? It's like okay, like as soon as she said that, I was like, Yep, that's it. And to think we were just upset that we weren't able to look at a sexy bunny rabbit. Like
I
shit.
mean, I'm still upset about it. I don't have a wife, so I can still be upset about it.
Yeah, true. So, what else are you upset about? Is there anything going on in the Republican side of things?
Well, uh, we've been in this pandemic thing, the
Mm-hmm.
dark year, the
Yeah.
2 weeks that lasted forever. We've obviously, I know you've seen it. I know I've seen it. People have lost everything. They've lost their homes. They've lost their businesses. They've been out of work. All these mom and pop shops get shut down because they're trying to make sure that they're abiding by the COVID restrictions and yada yada. Right? They're trying to do everything right, and because of an unprecedented situation, they're losing it. Right? Well, the party of the working people.
That just cracks me up. But okay, continue.
No, that's how they're trying to
I
brand
know.
themselves now. The
I know.
party of the welders,
But
the party of the steel workers, the party of the pipeliners. Right? Not a single one of them voted for the stimulus relief. Not a one. Not one. It was not one crossed the aisle. Not one showed that they cared about the United States people. Not one showed that they cared about their constituents. Many of these, the people who are elected representatives that are Republicans, are in states that were hit the hardest by by COVID, by the unemployment, by the fact that everything was shutting down. Because these states had, like Florida, right? They had literally destroyed their unemployment system to try to make it as quote unquote business friendly as possible, right? And now all of a sudden, when there's hope around the corner for people to try to get back to a new normal, to try to recover something and try to find some way to get on with their lives, and as the economy starts to open and we start to approach herd immunity and all these things, not a one of them put a vote forward. Not a one of them decided they were going to stand with the American people. Not one. They all said, nope, not about it. And to me, that's absolutely despicable. It really is. I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat. At the end of the day, are you American, and do you care about the American people that are beside you, the people that have lost everything, and they've shown that they don't.
Yeah, and like I think this is what is worst with with politics. Now, I guarantee you, the vast majority of those Republicans, they wholeheartedly believe that this stimulus package was exactly what America needed. But because of the way politics work, they had to vote no, because this is going to give them leverage down the line, even if it doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect them, say, in the next 2 years. This is going to affect them further down the line. So this is why politics needs to get out of politics, because fuck.
Oh yeah,
And
no, 100%. And then on top of it, these people, the stimulus bill has like what 70% approval ratings right now, like 76% or something like that. And it, like, among even Republican voters, it's like 60% or something like that. Like when they're polling them, the fact that these numbers are so high, yet the elected officials are going, nah, we don't care about the people that we represent, and going on with it. It's just like you said, politics needs to get out of politics.
Well, and the fact that changes were made to placate the Republicans. There are some changes that got made because we Republicans wanted them, but still not a single one voted
Yeah.
because they knew it was going to pass. So they had to think about the political gain. But every Republican did vote. They did vote for this change to the Iowa voting laws. They voted to reduce early voting and absentee voting, um, and they voted to reduce it by 9 days, as well as they voted to reduce the hours on election day by 1 hour.
Yep.
And
Because if you can't beat them in the votes,
yeah,
go ahead and just make it to where they can't vote.
yeah, and they claim it is for voter integrity. No, no, that is not what it is. If it was about vote integrity, you need to extend absentee absent absentee ballots. Extend hours on election day. Give people more time to accurately fill out the votes and to make sure the vote was cast correctly. Like this. Just seriously, this just seriously pisses me off. This is just as bad as just as bad as gerrymandering.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and like I say, to to run it back, right? The electoral college needs to go away. The fact that
Mm.
45% of the country can just kind of sit there and 45% of the voting population can stalemate and drive out the remaining. I saw a map the other day. It was actually crazy. It said number of states with a lower population than Los Angeles County, and there was only 6 states that had a higher population than Los Angeles County.
Yeah.
To me, that's absolutely bonkers. The fact that there is a system in place to where and like I said, I get it. You want to try to make it to where every state has equal say, that the people in Wyoming have an equal vote, but that's what the Senate is for, right? That's what the Senate is for. The presidency should be just straight popular. There should not be an electoral college. But on the note, there is something that people do need to know with this stimulus package that is going through. If you got unemployment this last year, and if you claimed taxes on it and paid taxes on the unemployment, the government is they're putting in a tax credit for $10,200 for the unemployment. So if you didn't pay your taxes, they're giving you a credit for $10,200 of that taxable income from unemployment. And if you did pay it, then they will return the taxes on up to $10,200 of the unemployment benefits that you claimed. So that's a very big thing. You need to make sure that you're claiming that and making sure that, like, if you haven't done your taxes yet, that gets included. And if you have done your taxes, you need to go do some extra research to figure out how you can get that taken care of to get added back, or to get that tax credit added. You might need to file an amended return or something like that.
Yeah. And also, just for legal purposes, we are not taxmen, so make sure you actually read through it for your. Make sure you read through it for yourself, as well as consult somebody, just to make sure you are doing the right thing for you. But this sounds like the best time to actually hire someone to do your taxes with all these different things, like like me personally. I would hire. I would hire someone.
Yeah, no, 100%. I am doing the same exact thing, actually. As soon as the stimulus package gets through, I'm going to take all my stuff and I'm going to go and straight to a professional, and I'm going to have them do it all for the first time in my life, have it done professionally.
Mm-hmm. So we want to talk about one. We talk about one more topic. I know we're going a little bit longer than we normally do, but we got started a little bit late. Do you want to talk about the Amazon Union? They're down in Georgia.
Yeah.
Wanna give us the lowdown on that?
So, for those of you who don't know, big tech companies like Amazon, Walmart, they very vehemently oppose unions, right? I'm not going to get into a debate of whether unions are good, bad, or whatever. That's for you to kind of decide on your own. But the big news is, for the first time, there is actually a fulfillment center, which a fulfillment center hires like 5 to 6,000 workers consistently, right? And so there is actually a fulfillment center in Bessemer, Georgia, that is currently doing a historic vote to get a union in place in the Amazon there. And the reason it's so historic is that because for the last, well, since Amazon was basically became a thing, they have not had a single union any time that they've even touched something that smacked of union. Like, they actually cut ties with a third party contractor that unionized, that delivered their packages. So this will be the first time that there's an actual American large scale vote for a union in an Amazon facility. So it's definitely times, they are a changing, as it were, and this is a big deal. And I know that a lot of Democratic leadership have definitely came out in support of the workers union, or the workers that are voting for it. So currently they're currently voting on it right now, and the results aren't in yet.
Yeah, so it's like, and it has a disclaimer. I used to be a manager, a manager at Amazon, and the unions, like like anytime that there was a mention of a union, we had to we had to intercept that. Like we could not let any mention of a union take place. But
Obviously within legal bounds, like
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
weren't violating any
No,
constitutional things, but the training that we were given was very much that if there was any kind of talking about it, like, we weren't allowed to. We had to call in basically an HR response team that was specially dedicated to come out there to talk about that stuff, and they would go around and they would talk to the associates, and they would see what their grievances were and see what was going on, and then kind of develop an action plan around it. But it was taken very seriously. It was not just a simple matter of, oh yeah, okay, have a great time, do what you're going to do. No, it was like Amazon. It was like, no, we need to get boots on the ground and people talking right now.
And however, Amazon does treat their employees very nicely. Like, like so many, they give them so many benefits, so many opportunities to make money, and 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 during peak times that they make sure to reward them for the extra work, but it is also not necessarily easy work, because they expected you to come to work and do the same monotonous task over and over.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a big dude, and I was definitely not in the best shape when I started at Amazon. But 100% honestly, it was not a hard job. It was just a matter of, can you continue doing the same work over and over and over again, and figure out how the numbers work to make them work for you. Because once you figured that out, you could cheat the numbers all day long and make yourself look like an absolute god without really working too overly hard. It was just the fact that you were doing it all day long in the same process.
And I would even say Amazon gave the employees some benefits that a union provides. Like, if you get fired, you can appeal that, not to your managers, but to other employees. So like I said, they were doing some pretty good things. However, Amazon is one of the largest the largest employers of people, and there should be something in place that helps protect them.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. I agree, and don't get me wrong. I've worked in unions before, and I've worked out of them, and I definitely can say that out of all the places that I've worked, Amazon was definitely one of the best. I had no degree, and they were willing to take a risk on me and promoted me. I had to put my time in. I had to work really hard, but I made it. I got through it, and I got up and I got promoted. So like, there's opportunity. They're willing to take the risk on it, and they're expanding so fast. So I think the biggest thing is just the fact that they hire so many new managers and hire them directly out of college. These kids don't have any idea of what it means to be a good leader.
yes.
They don't know how to treat people right. And so I wouldn't say it's a failing on Amazon as a whole. I would say it's more of a failing on the fact that they're hiring so many of these young kids that just are out of college, that have never really had a real job before, and all of a sudden are being placed in charge of 40, 50 people and expected to be a good leader and expected to take care of their associates and understand their associates' needs and all that sort of thing. And that's where the breakdown occurs. It's not the company, it's the
middle management.
Yep.
Yeah, and the managers have they have so much they have so much pressure on them. If you think they're all pressure on the associates, it is tenfold on the managers. Like it is ridiculous, and the amount of hours they put in. And if you're an Amazon manager, that means you do not have you do not have a life. You have to live and breathe. You have to live and breathe Amazon, and that leads to shitty leadership because they do not care.
Yeah, I when I was a manager, I was working 16-hour days. I would come in an hour and a half before my shift. I'd work a full 10 to 12-hour shift, and then I would stay an extra hour and some change afterwards for the end of shift debriefs. So I was working 15 to 16-hour days consistently, and I think the only thing that made me a good manager is the fact that I'd worked my way up. I knew what it was like for the associates, so I never lost that touch. But you put that on some 24-year-old kid who's fresh out of college, who's never been in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna break people, and the first thing that's gonna go is they're gonna just buckle in and they're gonna do their task, and the thing that gets lost in the mix is the human element and the empathy.
Yes. Oh yeah, yes. But I think we should start getting a. We've been going a long time,
We
so
have,
let's.
we have.
But
I'm trying to see
so
what your picture is. What on earth are you? Is he shaving him?
yeah, yeah, he is
Okay,
shaving them.
okay. I was very confused, a little concerned actually, but very confused.
But look at the infinity shaver.
Okay, I get the joke now. My face was hiding it, so I didn't get. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I understand. I get the joke now. I get it. I get it. That one made me depressed too, Kenny. You're 3 for 3.
um. But yeah, so anyway, guys, I definitely appreciate you guys all coming on. So make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube on com. I also promise you that that very soon we are going to have the audio the the audio version because people have said that we have a face for radio, and I agree.
Yep, same.
So we will have an audio version, but you are gonna miss out on these hot memes.
And also finding out what Kenny's current office looks like for the week.
Yeah, yeah. I have so many different offices that I just have to go to them each and every week. But anyway, my guys, we love you. And
We hope you're doing well.
Lance is gonna say his outro now.
Wakanda forever. But yeah, make sure you guys share with a buddy. Remember to love each other and pat yourselves on the back. Tell yourself that you can be better. That every day is a new day, and make sure we're getting through this one day at a time. We're all here for each other, and we're all here to love each other.
Amen on that, brother.
Indeed. Indubitably. But yeah.
There you go.
Mr. Reed.
That was like a 50-minute podcast.
Yeah. We definitely need to not put that in talk shows and podcasts. We got way less hits on it.
Yeah. I've noticed. I've noticed. But hey, I had to try.
Oh no, I appreciate it. But so here's the thing. Something that you and I need to look into, like yesterday. Chewy, you know the dog company. You and I need to apply for them.
One second. Where's my ending the stream button?